it's Jennifer Vatz of Belladonna's Botanicals, and I want to talk to you today about some exciting product changes that are be coming up. We're going to be doing a slow rollout of changing our ritual oils, of which we have probably about 100-ish in our catalog. Currently, our ritual oils are in, these are 15 ml bottles, which is half an ounce, which is about like a tablespoon's worth. So these are what they currently look like. So yeah, anyways, so our ritual oils currently are in these 15 ml bottles. The thing with them, and one of the things I wanted to look at as the business is growing and kind of to make them, I mean, they're pretty basic. I mean, some have the Lilith one, you can't see it because it's red, but it's got a little bit of glitter and some red jasper inclusions in it. Is to make the, as I started working on the crystal healing oils that I've recently released over the past month or so. I really enjoyed the way they were coming together with the herb inclusions, flowers and crystals, and started thinking about, because I've been talking about this for a while, of doing something new with the traditional ritual oils, which I've had on my catalog for probably started making them maybe about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. But as I've been working through doing like the custom ritual oils for different gods and goddesses, goetic demons, other archangels, angels, and other demons and infernals, I really liked kind of how they started coming out. And not for nothing, this also would reduce the amount of herbs and botanicals and stuff that I would be using when I make like a big vat of it. Because currently my process for it is I take like a 32-ounce mason jar. I have varying amounts of herbs and all the stuff in there, and I infuse everything in the oil. And then, pour it into the bottles this way. Occasionally, sometimes they have some crystals or things in them, as I've made random decisions over the years. It's just that the openings on these are not as wide, so it's really limited what you can put in there, which is why I decided to move up to the larger 1-ounce bottles. And these have they have the dropper on it, so it makes it easier. The ease of use is much nicer. These currently have they're called the Euro dropper ones. And they have that, like, I honestly, whenever I use them, I just pop that little plug thing out, which basically it prevents it from leaking during shipping, but it's more made for essential oils. These are a little too thick to come through there, so I always tell people, like, just pop them out, and they will, it's easier to use that way, or use a little pipette with it, or even like a dropper like in one of these. So how this rollout is going to work, because I have so many oils, and a lot of them I already have these ones in stock, is that I'm going to do a slow rollout. Like right now I'm kind of in the planning phase of going through my handy dandy book of GMP good manufacturing practices documentation for my ritual oils. I'm very official here, and kind of marking each formulation. Some things are going to have to change with them. Whereas I used cinnamon sticks in the formulation I was using previously, I'm going to have to change that to cinnamon bark or cinnamon powder, depending. So because some things are just not going to fit in here, or I'm going to have to kind of, like, a whole bay leaf isn't going to fit in here unless they're really tiny. The ones I currently have are huge. So but I can get cut bay leaf, or I can switch it to bay leaf essential oil. So there's just a lot of little things like that I can do to control the formulation much better. There's really nothing magically that's going to change with it. I mean, you're still getting the same energy. They still have the same intention, or for different. This is the Lilith oil, so So yeah, that's something that's going to be coming up. So you might see the option as I start the rollout that you'll be able to either buy it in this size or this size until we run out of the ones that are in the half-ounce bottles. So it is a lot of work on my end, but I think these are much nicer looking, and I've been posting a lot of pictures on our social media of the custom oils I've been making lately, which those have been doing really well. That because it's one of the reasons I say custom, but I really mean made to order oils, because I can't really feasibly release oils for, say, all 72 goetic demons, because there's some that just people don't really work with, or you sell that one person that works with, or one or two people who work with them and need an oil for it. It's just going to sit on my shelf for a long time to, if I make it in a batch of 10 or 20, it might take me 2 years to sell that 10 or 20 versus I can just make one at a time. So, and obviously with the made to order oils, if there's any that come really wildly popular, like my Lilith and Lucifer oils, I'm always going to keep as, standalone oils because they sell really well. And there's enough demand for them. But, some of the more obscure demons, and there are quite a lot, there's lots of different grimoires. I mean, beyond the Goetia, you have stuff from the Dictionary Infernal, the Grimoire Verum, the Ducante hierarchy, the Grand Grimoire, and that's just off the top of my head. So, yeah. Anyways, so the full rollout's obviously going to probably happen after the holidays, but as I run out of things now, I might start, once I get to that point, like I want to kind of do a proof of concept, so I'm going to probably, once I get through my formulations, probably make like an example one of each, because I need to have a photograph of it on the website before it's available. So I'm going to do kind of a proof of concept, mock-ups of each one, and make any, formulation adjustments that need to be made. But anyways, I'm really excited about how these look. I think these are going to be great for all y'all out there. They're really nice. They'll last a long time. It's a full ounce, because I know sometimes people buy we'll buy like 3 or 4 of one of these just to get like the amount that they need. So we'll be in a larger size. Cost wise, should be relatively the same. I have to see what the main difference is: the cost of the bottles and droppers versus the cost of these bottles and the caps for them. So they should be relatively around the same price. So anyways, thanks for watching, and pay attention to our social media, because once these rollouts happen, I'll be posting to all of our different social media properties and our e-news and all that. So anyways, have a good one.